Gray reef sharks are voracious marine predators that prefer shallow waters and are among the most common sharks found in coral reef habitats throughout the Indo-Pacific region. They share many characteristics with other reef shark species, including a wide, circular snout positioned directly in front of relatively large eyes. While they have many classic features seen among related shark species, they can be quickly identified by the dark lining along the backside of their tail fin. Sight fidelity. While these sharks often migrate short distances as they seek prey, they are very loyal to their home turf and seldom leave an area once they are established. Violent mating. The mating practices of mature sharks can be remarkably violent and leave females with multiple open wounds that make her more vulnerable to predators. Tail highlight. One of the distinguishing features of the gray reef shark is distinct black lining along the rear edge of the tail fin. This species has an average size compared to other sharks, with a length of around 4 to 5 feet for mature adults. The largest specimens reported to date have reached a length of 8.5 feet and body weight of around 74 pounds. Their camouflage adaptations includes a graduating color scale that transitions from darker gray on the upper side of the animal to pale white on the lower side. They have an extended nose that has a rounded tip as well as relatively large eyes. Like many other shark species, observers can identify the gray reef shark through a quick examination of its fins. This species has a distinct dark margin along the entire backside of the caudal fin on its tail. It also has a dark or bronze-gray dorsal fin on its topside, with some local populations in the Indian Ocean also displaying a white edge along this fin. These sharks are purely marine animals that stalk prey in shallow waters throughout the Indo-Pacific region. They prefer tropical and subtropical climates with a wide geographic distribution that encompasses much of Indonesia, northern Australia, various Pacific islands and the eastern coastline of Africa. Encounters with humans most frequently occur off the coasts of various islands, including Fiji, Tahiti and Papua New Guinea. While overall population numbers for these sharks is unknown, they are considered near threatened due to habitat loss. Their preference for coral reefs is a significant vulnerability due to the continued destruction of these habitats around the world. Pollution, commercial fishing operations and changing ocean temperatures are all considered threats to coral reef habitats. Even though they often sit near the top of the food chain in their habitat, gray reef sharks aren't without some risk of being eaten. In fact, they are a known source of food for larger species like tiger sharks, silvertip shark and the great hammerhead shark. While not a high-priority target, they are also caught by commercial fishermen and harvested for fins and fishmeal. Like most sharks, this species isn't very picky about what it eats. Gray reef sharks are voracious carnivores and nocturnal predators that prey on almost anything that it can take. Since they tend to inhabit coral reefs, cowfish, butterflyfish and other fish species that prefer this environment are a common target. Various crustaceans, including shrimp and lobsters, as well as squid and octopus are also potential components of a hungry shark's diet. Mature female sharks release pheromones into the water to attract males when they are ready to breed. The complex mating dance the males use to compete for attention by females is one of the more distinct and interesting facts about the species. The male often bites the female throughout this process, which can leave notable wounds and leave both individuals vulnerable to predators. One of the biggest threats to the long-term survival of this species is their relatively slow reproductive rate. It takes about 1 year for females to give birth to litters ranging from 1 to 6 pups. Their lifespan can extend to over 25 years, although they are more likely to succumb to predators, parasites and diseases as they get older. Even though exact population numbers are unknown, researchers and conservationists are concerned about the longevity of stable populations. These sharks are still thriving in pristine coral reef environments, but are likely to face serious threats as these habitats continue to degrade. High sight fidelity is one of the key facts that distinguish this species, so they are unlikely to develop adaptations or explore new habitats as coral reefs are lost.